the best, and our fans were great. And you know, we'll give it our best shot.
Congratulations. And the headset there to Chad Wandel, who had a big ball game himself. Chad was 3 for 5 on the day, and he scored a run and played a good, solid third base for the Tigers this afternoon. And give Chad a chance to put on the headphones. Have you ever been around something like that before, buddy?
I'll tell you what, I haven't been that excited by my high school teammates won the state tournament.
Wow. You were able to get 3 hits on the day and scored the first run of the ball game. The ball club never quit in the ball game, did it?
No, we never quit. You know, we went back and said, you know, we did South Carolina early in the year. We came back with 6 runs, and you know, we came back on the bows. We've done it before.
From NCAA Regionals at Plainsman Park, Auburn baseball is on the air.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Stretch the pitch. Carter lines it into center. It's a base hit. LaCrane will score. They'll hold up Bingham. Oh, the ball got away. All the way to the wall. Here comes Thompson around third. He's going to score. That is a winner.
Swung, line drive, base hit left field. Here comes Bingham, and here comes the throw from left. It is safe. He's safe.
Swing drive, deep left field. Back at the warning track. Ball game. Series win for Auburn.
Coming up, starting lineups and our exclusive conversation with head coach Butch Thompson. This is the leadoff show. Here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
And we welcome you back to Plainsman Park. Baseball after dark to be sure tonight. Game 6 of the NCAA Regional will find the Auburn Tigers trying to force a Game 7 tomorrow. To do so, they must beat something or do something that no one else has done in this tournament, and that is beat Milwaukee. The Panthers beat Auburn on Friday, then beat UCF last night. They're 1 win away from a super regional for the first time in school history. Auburn, a winner tonight over UCF by a score of 9-3 behind the pitching of Alex Petrovic and Ryan Hetzler. And oh, by the way, Hetzler will get the start for Auburn. It will be the closer as well for Milwaukee. So both closers will start this game tonight, Auburn and Milwaukee. A win tonight for Auburn, and the Tigers will play Milwaukee for the regional championship tomorrow night. A win for Milwaukee tonight, and they move on to the super regional. When we come back, Brad Law sits down with the man who won Game 1 tonight for Auburn, Alex Petrovic. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Massive international soccer is coming to Auburn for the first time. 2 proud nations, 1 global game. Argentina versus Iceland. Tuesday, June 9th at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Incredible elite competition and world-class talent coming to Auburn. Road to 26. Argentina versus Iceland. June 9th. Get tickets at aubtix.com or roadto26.com.
Children's of Alabama reminds you that every child's head injury should be treated like a serious injury until a doctor says it's not.
So Quinn,
the
I'll
CDC
talk in
estimates
and out
some 4
of
million
this,
sports and
out.
recreation-related concussions occur each year. Even a minor fall or collision may be a concern. Symptoms typically include headaches, unsteadiness, confusion, or sleepiness. To find out what to do in case of a suspected concussion, visit childrensal.org/concussion and always dial 911 in case of an emergency.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward, so listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Game day coverage of Auburn baseball continues now with the Butch Thompson pregame report.
Instead of talking with the head coach, I had a chance to talk to Alex Petrovic as soon as Game 1 ended. The redshirt sophomore picked up his 10th win of the year, worked 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, walked 3, and struck out 6. He threw 108 pitches and willed the Tigers to a win through 2 different weather delays in a game that started 3 hours after the original starting time. I talked to Captain Alex Petrovic shortly after he picked up his 10th win of the season.
Amazing. Doing everything I can to get this team a win and save some pitching for the rest of the tournament. But handling that adversity with the rain, the weather this afternoon, and that was something I'm really, really happy I came out of and kept a good head and everything like that. But that was awesome effort by the team today, and I love the way we're swinging it, and I'm excited for tonight.
What was the key? Because you basically pitched for 3 hours today.
Mindset. It's all about the mindset, and I think knowing that they're not going to take me out unless it's something that I've been doing on the mound. And I told them that. I was like, whatever it takes, I'm going to get out there as much as I can. And today was a little longer than expected, but I'd do anything for these guys, and that was. I'm glad they kept me out there.
What were the conversations during the 2 delays with Coach Stieford, with Coach Thompson? What were those conversations like?
Yeah, just making sure that we were on top of the time and that I was staying warm enough and not overworking and underworking, and just find that right medium area, but being able to get my stuff done, proper time, proper effort level, and being able to keep my cool and be able to go back out there, after whatever delay happened.
Each of the first 3 innings ended with a fantastic defensive play. How good were those guys behind you?
Awesome. That's what you dream of as a pitcher, and the guys are going to put it in play, and you got guys behind you to make plays, and that's exactly what they did tonight.
All right, now describe the emotions. You get ready to watch this team go to work against Milwaukee.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. This team's been through so much already, this adversity, these times today with this game, and now we got to play a late game tonight. But I love where we're at. I got a lot of confidence in our hitters, a lot of confidence in our pitching staff, and I think this is going to be a great game.
How about this crowd tonight?
Amazing. The Auburn faithful, but chanting Bob, late in the game, raining, absolutely awesome feeling, even as a pitcher who's out of the game, but being able to experience that, and they stuck with it for 5-6 hours at least, and I couldn't be more happy.
Good stuff. Thank you, War Eagle.
Thank you so much, War Eagle.
Alex Petrovic, one of the guttier efforts you'll ever see from an Auburn starting pitcher. He helped the Tigers earn the win over UCF that earned them this spot in this matchup against Milwaukee. We're about 8 minutes away from first pitch. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Same starting lineup for the Tigers. We'll run through the starters for both teams when we come back to Plainsman Park. That's when the leadoff show continues in a moment.
Children's of Alabama reminds you that every child's head injury should be treated like a serious injury until a doctor says it's not. The CDC estimates some 4 million sports and recreation-related concussions occur each year. Even a minor fall or collision may be a concern. Symptoms typically include headaches, unsteadiness, confusion, or sleepiness. To find out what to do in case of a suspected concussion, visit childrensal.org/concussion and always dial 911 in case of an emergency.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs, So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
He's got the speed. He's got room. He's going to score.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio.
For the win. Got it. Let's go.
Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go.
Deep to center field. Oh, it's gone.
Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
The starting lineups are presented by Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Milwaukee is the home team for this matchup tonight. The Panthers have scored 13 runs in each of their first 2 games in the regional. Beat Auburn 13-8, beat UCF last night 13-6. Panthers line it up like this. Grant Ross at third base leads it off. Charlie Marion, the right fielder, hits second. Hitting third, the center fielder, Dylan O'Connell. Cleanup man is the DH, Dominic Kibler. Braden Horn in left field. He bats fifth. Batting sixth at first base, it's John Hadley. Hitting seventh, the second baseman, Connor Bozak. Joey Spence catches and hits eighth. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Christian Holmes. Again for Milwaukee, Ross, Marion, O'Connell, Kibler, Horn, Hadley, Bozak, Spence, and Holmes. Now for the Auburn Tigers, same lineup. Tigers have used the first 3 games of the regional. Mason McCrane in right leads off. Third baseman Eric Guevara hits second. Catcher Chase Freilich bats third. Rembert at second base, the cleanup man. Bub Terrell in left field hitting fifth. Ethan Bingaman at first base bats sixth. Batting seventh, the center fielder Cade Ballou. Brandon McCrane at short hits eighth. Taylor Bells is the DH batting ninth. Again, McCrane, Guevara, Freilich, Rembert, Terrell, Bingaman, Ballou, McCrane, and Belza. Just about ready here for Auburn and Milwaukee. Thanks for hanging in there late with us tonight. Should be a fun night. It's already been a fun night at Plainsman Park. Hopefully that fun continues. First pitch next after a final pregame timeout. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Hey Tiger fans, it's college baseball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Backwards K's and Barn Burners. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this postseason. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Auburn baseball games or to any other live event in Auburn, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official Tiger baseball. Let's go Tigers, SeatGeek.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Director of the Outlive campaign, Jackie Pearl.
Last season, we were able to give $350,000 to 12 different cancer support organizations across the state. And I would love to see that grow because there are so many organizations across the state doing so much. But it's a testament to the support that the Auburn family has given both the basketball program in the last decade and the fact that we know cancer touches everyone.
Absolutely.
There's not a person that I know that doesn't have somebody that they know that has not been impacted by cancer. And so it's something everybody can relate to. Sport is a place that brings everybody together. And so in a way, it does kind of go hand in hand.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays, wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
Let's be honest, senior living shouldn't feel senior, and it's definitely not all about yelling, bingo! At Atlas Senior Living, we focus on great care, great people, and yes, great days. And no one telling you you can't have dessert before dinner. Well, maybe once. And with locations throughout the Southeast, chances are there's an Atlas community closer than you think. Atlas Senior Living, exceptional care, even better living. Visit atlasseniorliving.com to find a community near you and schedule a tour today.
Milwaukee has taken the field behind their starter And their closer, Camden Kunke. Both teams are starting their closers defensively. Braden Horn in left, Dylan O'Connell is in center, Charlie Marion is in right field, Grant Ross is at third, Christian Holmes at short, Connor Bozak at second, John Hadley at first, Joey Spence does the catching, and Camden Kunke is the pitcher. Kunke out of Hortonsville, Wisconsin, 6'3", 210 pounds. He is 4-1 with 6 saves in 24 appearances. This is his first start. 3.38 the earned run average. 32 innings, 26 hits, 12 earned runs, 15 walks, 33 strikeouts. He's given up 6 doubles, no homers. Teams are batting .220 against Camden Kunke. It'll be McCrane, Guevara, and Freilich to lead off against Kunke. Are you looking for pregame activities? Check out OpelikaUnforgettable.com for stay and play options. Hotels, restaurants, breweries, distillery, tons of shopping. And don't forget to visit Opelika's historic downtown entertainment district. Next game, pregame in Opelika. Mason McCrane has changed his jersey. He's ready to step in against Kunke. Tigers are ready to play some ball. Let's turn it over to the voice of the Tigers, Hall of Famer Andy Burcham.
First pitch weather forecast brought to you by Jackson Services. When your comfort quits, Jackson Services shows up. Heating, air, and plumbing done right the first time. At game time, 71 degrees, 98% humidity. East-southeast winds at 5 miles an hour. Kunke, big right-hander, winds and fires, and McCrane swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. Jackson Services, family-owned since 1973. Call Jackson Service today and feel the difference. Jackson Services, delivering comfort, creating trust. Kunke, the reliever of the year in the Horizon League this year, has not pitched until this game in this NCAA Regional. Wind-hander winds and fires, and a swing and a miss by McCrane, and Kunke ahead, no balls and 2 strikes.
His last outing came at Wright State 8 days ago, gave up 3 runs on 2 hits in 1 inning of work. He pitched back-to-back days against Wright State.
That was in the Horizon League tournament. He's ahead of Mason McCrane, 0-2. The pitch. Mason swings and sends it off the front of the Milwaukee dugout. Then it hits Sonny DeShara in the foot. He does not move. Now he does.
6 times this year, Kunke has gone 2 innings or more. 2 2/3 is his season long. And this is his first start, as we mentioned.
0-2 to McCrane. The pitch. Bounced up there. The ball and 2 strikes to Mason. Batting .319, 7 homers, and 38 runs batted in for the Auburn freshman. In the tournament, Mason hitting .429. He's 6 for 14 with 5 runs scored. He's driven home 3. He got things started for Auburn earlier tonight in that win over UCF with a homer. The pitch. Swings and lifts it out of play off the left side. It will be McCrane, Guevara, and Freilich. Auburn is the visiting team in Game 6. Tigers need to win tonight to force a Game 7 winner-take-all tomorrow. Kunke, the wind and the pitch. Downstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mason McCrane with the shift on the right side of the infield. And a good amount of Auburn fans have hung around for this one. A game 1 that was supposed to start at 2. It didn't start till, 6?
5 o'clock, and then had multiple delays.
Yeah. 2-2 the count to McCrane. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the third baseman, playing on the left side of the infield. To first for the out.
Well, they played in the shift, and McCrane hit it right to the shortstop. But it was a lengthy at bat. Saw 6 pitches.
And here's Guevara. Batting .332, 13 homers, 53 runs batted in. Guevara 3 for 11, 4 runs batted in, 3 runs scored. Right-hander on right-hander here. Kunke, the wind and the pitch, and Guevara takes a fastball at 93 for strike 1. Auburn, the gray tops and bottoms, blue numerals, lettering, orange trim. Blue ball caps, the orange AU across the front. Kunke, the wind and the pitch. Outside, a ball to end a strike to Guevara. Milwaukee with white trousers, the black jerseys. White numerals and lettering.
Key for Auburn in game 1 today against UCF was patience against their starter.
1-1. Guevara takes a strike on the inside corner. Umpires in game 6. Grady Smith behind the plate, Kevin Elsey at first, Alan Gorwitz at second, and Eddie Newsom from behind the plate to third base for this one. 1-2 strikes to Guevara. Kunke, the wind and the pitch. Eric takes a fastball high, 2-2.
High pitch count for Kunke this year was 50. He did that at Youngstown State back on May 10th. That was the 2 2/3 inning. He may have a little extra in the tank because it's a regional, and chances are the only opportunity he gets in this regional.
2-2 strikes to Guevara, the pitch. Miss low. Full count to Eric. Milwaukee jumped out to a 10-0 lead against Auburn Friday night. Tigers tried to come back. Milwaukee won it 13-8. Never trailed. They have not trailed in this tournament. 3-2 strikes to Guevara. Wind and pitch. Eric chops it foul at the plate. (13-8) against Auburn, 13-6 against UCF last night for this Milwaukee ball club that has won 10 straight games. Third baseman plays back, shortstop on the grass. 3-2 pitch. Ball full. Good walk. Good at bat for Guevara. Runner on first for Auburn with 1 out.
He walked 3 times against NC State last night and fell behind in the count there, 1-2, but stayed patient. Didn't give in on the stuff that was down.
Tigers hit 5 home runs last night against NC State. Hit 6 more earlier this evening against UCF. 2 from this guy, Chase Fralick. Now 18 homers and 55 runs batted in. Fralick 5 for 13, including 3 home runs. He has driven home 10 in the tournament. Guevara gets a lead at first. Kunke comes set. And a pitch clock violation against the starter Kunke. It's 1-0. Milwaukee has 14 pickoffs this season, but none by Kunke. Pitch on the way. Inside, ball 1 to Fralick. Actually, ball 2. 1 out walk to Guevara. He's at first. 2 balls and no strikes to count to Fralick. Right-hander Kunke pitches. Strike on the outside edge, 2-1. Ryan Hetzler will get the start for Auburn tonight. It will carry over from his save in game 1 this evening.
He was outstanding in that 3-inning save, too. Outstanding.
2-1. Fralick pops it up left side. That'll get out of play. 2-2 to Chase. Ground out by McCrane to the left side against a shifted infield. A walk to Guevara, and now the shift to the right side of the infield with Fralick at the plate. Huge hole left side of the infield for Chase.
I'd look middle in. They want him to pull the ball.
2-2 strikes to the Auburn catcher. Kunke stretches and pitches. Ball 3 outside. Brad mentioned he hasn't pitched since the Horizon League tournament. He went back-to-back days against Wright State, so
40 pitches and 27 pitches in those 2 outings.
3-2 the count. Does Auburn start Guevara from first? Stretch. There he goes. Pitch. Outside. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks. Guevara to second and Fralick aboard. For Kunke, that is his 16th and 17th walks of the season. And here's Chris Rembert.
He's had 2 games. Before tonight, he had 2 games in which he walked 2 batters. And he's walked 2 of the first 3 here tonight. And a quick mound visit.
Corey Bigler, the pitching coach. And it just may be just to settle down.
Yeah.
You know that the adrenaline's got to be running through this young man who's typically the starter, typically the closer, but getting a start tonight with a chance to pitch Milwaukee to the Super Regional.
Very, very different situation. And a bit of a different crowd, too. Not the only other time he faced a crowd like this, Baton Rouge opening weekend. He gave up 3 runs on 4 hits in a third of an inning.
Here's Rembert. 4 homers and 45 runs batted in for Chris. Guevara at second. The pitch. Outside, ball 1. Guevara at second and Fralick at first. They're there on back-to-back walks. Both on 3-2 pitches. One out, first and second for Auburn.
Sorry, Andy. Bozak playing close to the bag at second.
Here's the stretch and the pitch. Strike call down the middle. A ball to end a strike to Rembert. 4 homers, 45 runs batted in this season for Chris. In the regional, he is 6 for 14. Kunke comes set, the pitch. Swing, ground ball, second baseman has it. Flips to second for 1. To first, not in time. Frelick was forced at second. Rembert beat out the throw to first. Runners at the corners, and here's Bub. Ball was hit well, but handled by Bozak, who flipped the Holmes for the force.
He was playing close to the bag to try to hold Guevara close, and then backpedaled back to the normal spot, and that gave him enough room to get over to that ball.
There's Bub Terrell. 0 for 4 earlier tonight with 4 strikeouts. Kunke with stretch in the pitch. Bub takes a strike at the knees. 291 the average. Bub is 1 for 12 with a run batted in and 3 runs scored in the tournament.
They've worked 23 pitches out of Kunke so far.
He comes set. 0-1 pitch. Bub chops it first base side. Gobbled up by Hadley there. Takes it to the bag, and the inning comes to a close. No runs, no hits, no errors, and Auburn leaves 2. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. Auburn with Milwaukee coming to the plate. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Hey, Tiger fans, it's college baseball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Backwards K's and Barn Burners. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this postseason. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Auburn baseball games or to any other live event in Auburn, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Auburn Tiger baseball. Let's go, Tigers. SeatGeek.
Couple of walks, no runs for Auburn in the top of the first. Milwaukee comes to bat with Ross, Marion, and O'Connell against Ryan Hetzler. Defense behind him, Bub Terrell in left, Cade Ballou in center, Mason McCrane in right. Infield, Eric Guevara at third, Brandon McCrane at short, Chris Rembert at second, Ethan Bingaman at first, Chase Fralick behind the plate. Ryan Hetzler, a little more than an hour ago, finished off his 3rd save of the year. 3 shutout innings, 1 hit, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. He threw 37 pitches to close out that ball game. Mentioned it's his 3rd save. Hetzler 4-2, now in 17 appearances. His ERA, make it 18 appearances. His ERA down to 2.51. Hetzler, the right-hander out of Corona, California, 4-2, 32 and a third innings, 29 hits, 9 earned runs, 5 walks, 32 strikeouts. Teams are now batting .242 against Hetzler with 7 doubles and 5 home runs.
He will face Grant Ross, Charlie Marion, and Dylan O'Connell in the first. In the 2 games in which Milwaukee has played and won, they're hitting a combined .362. They've scored 26 runs in the first 2 games, including 13 against Auburn on Friday. Ross has had a good weekend. He is 5 for 7 with 6 runs scored, 4 RBIs. Pitch to him, swings at the first pitch and fouls it back.
He wasn't wasting any time.
94 on the fastball from Hetzler after throwing 37 pitches and retiring 9 of the 10 earlier tonight. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, high fastball.
94 and up.
Hetzler, the wind, the 0-2 pitch. Off-speed delivery, it missed a little bit low, maybe outside, a ball and 2 strikes. Auburn had runners on base but could not get them home in the top of the inning. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Tried to hold up, he could not. Strikeout for Hetzler to open this one. K-Counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. Let me caution you a moment. Friday night, Ross struck out to open the game, and then 8 straight hits by Milwaukee. Here's Charlie Marion, the right fielder. Batting .319, 13 homers, 59 runs batted in. The first pitch dips low for ball 1. Marion is 4 for 7. 5 runs scored, 5 runs batted in. Pitch. Chopper fouled at the plate. That one bounced all the way out to Guevara, charging from third.
Yeah, Marion a little tender on that right foot as a result.
Left-handed hitter, batting .319 with 13 homers and 59 runs batted in. May 9th is the last loss for Milwaukee.
They're going to send the athletic trainer out there and look at Marion. Yeah. They tried to.
Yeah, Marion back in the dirt area around home plate, now back in the box. The ball to end a strike to the right fielder for Milwaukee. Here comes the pitch. Slider, strike 2. Hetzler. The wind and the 1-2 to Marion. Strike, great call.
Oh, the hammer.
2 outs. And here's the center fielder, Dylan O'Connell.
That dropped off the high table.
Sure did. O'Connell batting .345. He leads Milwaukee in hitting. 8 homers and 46 runs batted in. And he is 4 for 8. Pitch, swing, looper, right side, out of play.
You just love that closer mentality, and both those guys clearly have it. Kunke for Milwaukee and Hetzler. They just got a different mentality about them. Give me the ball. I don't care that I threw 30-some-odd pitches. Give me the ball.
0-1 to O'Connell. A little bit up. Left it upstairs. A ball to end a strike to O'Connell. 4 for 8 on the weekend. 2 runs scored, 4 runs batted in. Pitch on the way.
Yeah.
Didn't get the call on the outside corner, 2-1.
Got a lot of umpires in the crowd, but Grady Smith is the only one who gets the final say.
2-1 pitch to O'Connell. Swing and a drive into center. Here comes Ballou. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. In the first, we're through 1, no score.
That didn't happen Friday night.
It did not. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Let's be honest. Senior living shouldn't feel senior, and it's definitely not all about yelling, bingo! At Atlas Senior Living, we focus on great care, great people, and yes, great days. And no one telling you can't have dessert before dinner. Well, maybe once. And with locations throughout the Southeast, chances are there's an Atlas community closer than you think. Atlas Senior Living, exceptional care, even better living. Visit atlasseniorliving.com to find a community near you and schedule a tour today.
Strike out ants, termites, and other pests with a call to Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system keep your home safe and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. As the weather gets warmer, your spring cleaning isn't done until you call the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers, Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Through one of Game 6 of the NCAA Regional at Plainsman Park. No score between Auburn and Milwaukee. Tigers got a couple runners aboard in the first inning. Could not get them home against Camden Kunke. Ryan Hetzler set down Milwaukee in order in the bottom of the first. And the second inning tonight presented by Auburn Bank, champions of you. For Auburn, it will be Bingaman, Ballou, and McCrane. Auburn's first baseman hitting .330 on the season, 15 homers, and 49 runs batted in. Bingaman is 6 for 14 in the regional. With 5 runs batted, or 5 runs scored, he has driven home 7, and he leads Auburn. He's tied for the team lead in homers with 4. It's an Auburn team that in its first 3 games has belted 14 homers. Bingaman will lead it off against the hard-throwing right-hander Camden Kunke. Here's the wind of the pitch. A little bit up as he left it upstairs on the off-speed delivery. Here's the wind and the 1-0 to Bingaman. It misses low, 2 balls and no strikes. Kunke walked a couple in the first inning, but worked around to that trouble. He's behind Bingaman, 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the wind and the pitch. Inside, almost hit him. Fastball at 92, 3 balls and no strikes. And when he went to 3 balls in the first inning, he walked both Guevara and Fralick. 3-0 the count to Bingaman. Wind and delivery. And a strike. 3-1. Ballou waits on deck. Outfield shades around to the right side, the 3-1. Bingaman swings and misses. He came up empty at a 92-mile-an-hour heater.
TV just had the stat. This game is the first game of the regional with no runs scored in the first inning.
3-2 pitch. Bingaman chops it up the middle. Second baseman gets it behind the bag. He boots it. Bingaman's aboard. Would have been tough to throw him out. It's likely to be an infield single for Ethan Bingaman.
Yep, got it in on the hands, and Ethan fought it off past the pitcher. It was going to be a tough play.
Yeah, tough play for Bozak. He didn't field it cleanly, and Bingaman's aboard. Ethan's 7th hit of the tournament. And here is Cade Ballou, and nobody has hit it better than Auburn, for Auburn, than Ballou, who's 5 for 10 with 3 homers and 5 runs batted in the pitch. Right down the middle, a fastball at 91. Ballou has raised his average to .253 this weekend with 4 homers and 16 runs batted in. Bingaman with the lead at first as Kunke comes set. Here's the pitch. High, off speed, a ball and a strike to the Auburn center fielder.
Okay, Gross calling the left-handed hitters together to watch this at bat by Ballou.
Here's the 1-1. Bounces up there, gets away. Not far, though, to the left of Spence. And Bingaman stays put at first base. 2 balls and a strike. Pretty good hold on the right side of the infield as they hold Bingaman there. Ballou waits for the 2-1. Strike call. Good pitch, a little bit down, inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Auburn High School product, Cade Ballou. No score, we're in the top of the second. Tigers are the visiting squad. Stretch in the 2-2. Ballou swings and lifts it up and out of play left side. Bingaman at first with a leadoff infield single. I haven't seen a throw over there yet with Ethan out there. Kunke comes set. 2-2. Ballou inside the bag and down into the right field corner. Bingaman around third base. He's going to try to score. Here comes the throw. Safe. Double. Ballou. 1-0 Auburn. 4th double of the year for Ballou.
Snuck it just inside the line.
Bingaman scores from first. Tigers jump out to a 1-0 lead on Ballou's 17th run batted in, his 6th of the tournament. And now here's Brandon McCrane. Third baseman plays close to the bag and up. Pitch. A little bit up, off speed.
Love the coaching that's going on. Gabe Gross just spent a lot of time in Taylor Belz's ear before he went to the on-deck circle.
1-0 Tigers, runner at second, nobody out. The pitch, there's a strike at the knees-ish, 1-1.
Yeah, Spence stole that, he brought it up.
Yeah.
Credit to the catcher.
Leadoff single for Bingaman, scored from first on the double into the right field corner by Ballou. Cade is at second, nobody out. 1-1, low. 2 balls and a strike. Of the 14 pickoffs this season, just taking a look at this right now. I apologize, they have 3 pickoffs this season. 2-1. Swing on a looper off the right side off the screen. Opponents have 14 pickoffs this year against Milwaukee.
Of the first 8 batters for Auburn, Andy, 6 of them have seen 5 or more pitches from Kunke. They're getting a lot of info.
2-2 to Brandon McCrane. Ballou with the lead at second. Here's the stretch and the pitch. So he got a hanger and he fouled it back. Couldn't get on top of it, but he fouled it back. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. One nothing Auburn. We're in the top of the second. Single by Bingaman, double by Ballou. Now McCrane at the plate awaits the 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Ball 3 low. And that is the third 3-ball count. Ballou gets a lead at second. Second baseman shadows him there. The 3-2 pitch. McCrane fouled it off at the plate.
They have run his pitch count up to 43 already.
Nobody out in the second inning.
Right.
What does Milwaukee do next? Not that that's going to happen anytime soon. Another 3-2. McCrane off the end of the bat, fouled it out of play. Got an off-speed pitch, and actually that was a fastball at 90, and he spoiled it.
He's doing the same thing that younger brother Mason did to lead off the ball game. Once you get to 2 strikes, start fouling them away.
Ballou gets a lead down at second base. Another 3-2 pitch. Popped it up. Right side of the infield. Bozak is out on the grass, makes the catch, 1 out. And that will bring Taylor Belza to the plate. Batting .240, a couple homers and 3 runs batted in for the Auburn DH. Some words from McCrane as he comes back after that pop foul or pop out. Belza is 4 for 11 in his first regional. 4 runs scored and 2 runs batted in, including a home run earlier this evening against UCF. Pitch. Ball 1. That's the 47th pitch thrown by Kunke. 1 out in the second, a run home for Auburn. Tigers lead 1-0. Pitch on the way. Belza chops it foul back to the screen, 1-1. Kunke, the Horizon League reliever of the year. 6 saves this year for Kunke. His first start here tonight. Ballou with the lead. Shortstop gets in behind him. No throw, the pitch. Belza chops it foul out of play.
He has left a couple of those off-speed pitches up, and the hitters have narrowly missed him.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Auburn DH. Ballou down at second base. 1 out in the second. Here's the pitch. Bounced it up there, and Spence blocked it, 2-2. But he kept Ballou at second base.
Kunke has 8 wild pitches.
One nothing Auburn lead, trying to add to that here in the top of the second. 2-2 pitch. Inside, ball 3. Tried the off-speed pitch and missed it down and in. Mason McCrane in the top of the Auburn order waits on deck. Stretch, 3-2 pitch. Belza takes ball 4 outside. That's the 3rd walk surrendered by Kunke. Runners at first and second with 1 out, and here's Mason McCrane.
Action in the bullpen for Milwaukee. Junior right-hander Sotaro Ishida begins to get loose.
First and second, 1 out. McCrane, that's Mason at the plate. Stretch and pitch. Inside, ball 1.
Also Tristan Arnold, a sophomore right-hander. A couple of righties going in the pen. Season high pitch count for Kunke now at 52.
1 ball and no strikes to Mason McCrane. Stretch in the pitch. Mason went after a hanger, could not come up with it. A ball and a strike. I say that was a hanger. It looked like one, but it was listed at 91 on the radar gun. Ballou at second and Belza at first. Mason McCrane at the plate, stretching the pitch. High, ball 2. One nothing Tigers. Infield single for Bingaman. He scored from first on a double into the right field corner by Ballou, who's at second base. And Belza at first after a walk, the pitch. Ball inside.
Love, love, love Auburn's vision and patience in the early stages of this ball game.
3 balls and a strike to Mason McCrane. He grounded out to the left side against the shift in the first. Big hole left side of the infield right now. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. The bases are loaded. That's 4 walks for Kunke. Ballou at third, Belza at second, Mason McCrane at first, and here's Poppy.
Tell you what, while we have just a second, while the catcher goes out to talk to his pitcher, I want to thank our radio affiliates all over the state for carrying Auburn baseball for bringing it to our audience. If your station carries games, please thank them some way. Also want to thank the nearly 1,000 people watching in the booth on YouTube right now. It's 10:43. We got 1,000 people on the YouTube feed.
And thousands at the ballpark.
Got that right.
And they've been here all day long.
Making noise.
Here is Guevara. Walked in the first, batting .429 with the bases loaded this season. And Kunke will work off the wind with the bases loaded. Here's the pitch. High, ball one.
And as much as Eric would love to blast one 400 feet over the War Eagle wall, he's shown tremendous patience the last 2 days. He'd be just as happy to take a walk.
He walked in the first. Bases loaded, the pitch. High fly ball into center. O'Connell under this one. Makes the catch. Ballou tags. He will score. 2-0 Auburn. Sacrifice fly by Guevara. That gives him 54 RBI this season.
Well, that was the very least that he wanted to do. Get the run home from third, get it in the air deep enough to get Ballou home, and that's what he did.
2 down. And here's Fralick. A walk back in the first. 59 pitches now for Kunke. Bell's at second and McCrane at first with 2 down. The pitch. Outside and high, ball one. Two nothing, Tigers lead it. Runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the second. As Kunke comes set, here's the pitch. Strike called on the outside corner. Fralick looked back at the home plate umpire.
In a Spider-Man-like crouch.
Knew it was a good pitch, and it was. Fralick with 18 homers and 55 runs batted in. Kunke comes set. Here's the pitch. Fralick to deep right field. Holy cow! 3-run jack. 5-0 Auburn. Oh my goodness. 19 homers for Fralick. Another bombastic bomb to right. Buddy, is he on a heater or what?
That's a new Auburn regional record. 5 home runs in the regional for Fralick. He's tied the career regional record.
And it's a 5-run second inning. And the head coach, Sean Wegner, is out.
And this place is up for grabs right now.
As Milwaukee makes a Pepper Tree pitching change. For a new level of taste, Tiger fans know it's got to be Pepper Tree. For the best wine selection, the finest cuts of meat, visit Pepper Tree in Auburn or Montgomery and online at steaksandwine.com. Steaks, the letter N, wine.com. A 5-run second spends the end of the night for Camden Kunke on this Pepper Tree pitching change for Milwaukee.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories, like cookouts, cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad, the one with the feta. Ooh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
The new pitcher for Milwaukee, on the heels of Chase Fralick's 5th home run of the regional to give Auburn a 5-0 lead, is junior righty Sotaro Ishida. He's from Okayama, Japan. 5'8", 160. Yeah, 5'8", 160. Ishida, 4-2 in 13 appearances, 10 in relief. An ERA of 6.30. He's given up 31 hits in 30 innings, 30 runs, 21 of them earned. He's walked 30, struck out 25. He's given up 6 doubles, 2 triples, 2 homers. He's hit 8, thrown 6 wild pitches, Teams are batting .290 against Satoru Ishida. Tigers got to Kunke. They were patient against him early, and boy, the second time through, a walk to McCrane, Guevara sac fly, and then Chase Fralick. Another tape measure job.
408 feet to be exact. Exit velo 108.
Kunke had not given up a home run. He has now.
Well, it's a memorable one. And Auburn leads 5-0, and that's the most important thing right now.
Yeah.
As Chris Rembert faces Ishida with 2 outs here in the second inning. Two down, nobody on. Ishida. Here's the pitch. Rembert takes a strike on the off-speed delivery. Chris is the 8th man to bat here in the second. Rembert with a fielder's choice in the first inning. Hesitation pitch. Ball 1 low. He brings that leg up and then he pauses a little bit.
Yep. The inning started with an infield single by Bingham on a ball that Bozak couldn't corral.
1-1, Rembert fouled back. 1-2.
And then Ballou snuck one inside the first base line. Into the right field corner for a double. Back-to-back walks to Belza and McCrane.
1-2, the count to Rembert, the pitch. Outside, 2-2. Two outs, 5 home for Auburn in the second inning. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Chopper to the second baseman. Bozak near the bag, throws to first for the out. Auburn scores 5 times on 3 base hits, no errors and no one left. To the bottom of the second we go. Auburn 5, Milwaukee nothing. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
At Affordable Comfort Cooling Systems and Plumbing, we believe our work is more than just AC and plumbing repairs. It's about serving people with integrity and care. As a Christian-owned company, we take Colossians 3:23 to heart. Whatever you do, work at it all with your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men. That's why at ACCS and Plumbing, we do the job right the first time and always stand behind our work. As a proud Ream dealer, we're committed to offering top-quality products and faith-driven values. Give us a call today or visit accsauburn.com to learn more. That's accsauburn.com.
Alabama license number 12084.
Life moves fast. Shouldn't your checking account keep up? Meet Explore Checking from Max Credit Union. No monthly fees, no minimum balance requirement. Enjoy perks like access to your paycheck up to 2 days early, earning rewards that can be turned into cash each time you spend with your Max debit card. Plus, with 24/7 digital banking and an easy-to-use mobile app, managing your money is quick and effortless. Start exploring today at mymax.com/explore. Certain restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Four, 5, and 6 hitters for Milwaukee in the second. It's Kibler, Horn, and Hadley to face Ryan Hetzler, who needed 12 pitches to get through the first. Hey, if you're looking for fresh seafood, try Wharf Casual Seafood. They serve seafood sourced from American waters. Not a seafood fan? No problem. Burgers, salads, chicken, and much, much more. Wharf Casual Seafood, 6 locations across central Alabama.
$15 home runs hit by Auburn this weekend. That is a program record for a regional.
They haven't been paint scrapers either, have they?
No, they have not.
Dominic Kibler will lead it off. He's the DH for Milwaukee. Batting .311, 11 homers, and 60 runs batted in. Ryan Hetzler back to work. Winding the pitch. Fastball left it up. 1-0. Kibler 1 for 7. A couple runs scored and an RBI. Left-handed hitter against the righty, Hetzler. Wind in the pitch. Drops in the off-speed pitch, a ball and a strike. Shift is on the right side. Rembert is 25 feet into the outfield and right. The only one on the left side of the infield is Guevara. Wind in the 1-1. Same pitch and same result. Off speed in there for strike two. One and two.
Ryan thought it was the third strike. He walked off the mound. He thought it was strike three.
Well, the first pitch was close.
Yeah. So Chase threw the ball back to nobody.
Okay. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Hetzler, the wind and the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss and a high fastball. That's strike 3. Third strikeout for Hetzler. The Cake Canner presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1.
Alex Petrovic's performance in the earlier game tonight is one we should talk about for a long time. Delayed start 3 hours, and then 2 different weather delays. And then to go from Petro to Hetzler, and then for Ryan to come back and start this game as effectively as he has. He is he's in a groove.
Here's Braden Horn. First pitch. Slider inside corner for a strike. Horn with the big blow in the first inning on Friday. After a run had scored, he had a 3-run homer.
On the first pitch.
Yes, he did. His 5th of the year, the pitch. Swing and a foul back on a fastball at 93. 0-2. Nothing. Auburn leads it. 1 out. Nobody on. Bottom of the second for Milwaukee. 0-2 pitch to Horn. Bounces up there. Ball and 2 strikes. Reminder that Milwaukee is the home team in this one. One-two pitch. Here it is. Horn chops it foul. Over the Auburn on-deck circle and off the screen. I don't know how long Hetzler will go as long as he is effective at this point. But he's not holding anything back right now. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Horn fouled. Oh, fielded nicely. That's the head coach down there, Wegner. And a doff of the cap to the Auburn crowd down there. And a good group and a hearty group. And they were loud last night of Milwaukee fans when they won that game against UCF. They're playing late into the night for the second straight night. 1-2 pitch to Horn. Here it is. Popped it up, fouled, and off the right side, off the grandstand.
Yep. Best battle by a Milwaukee hitter against Hetzler so far, who is at 60 combined pitches now between his relief effort and this start.
And that's the number right there. Not the number in this game, but the number today. Pitch. Line drive into right field. Here comes McCray, and he makes a catch on a line drive about shin high. 2 outs.
It just hung up there. It never sank. Stayed high enough, and McCray, and I thought Mason looked like he was going to play it on a hop initially, but then he just kept on coming.
And here's John Hadley, the first baseman. Left-handed hitter. Batting .276 this season. 7 homers and 23 runs batted in. Hadley 4 for 9 this weekend with 2 runs scored and an RBI. 2 outs, nobody on. Wind in the pitch. Left it up. The off-speed delivery. 1-0 to Hadley, who is a big target for Milwaukee. 6'3", 190 from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, and Sun Prairie East High School. He swings and drives one into the gap in right center field. Look at Cade Ballou run that one down. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We go to the third. Auburn 5, Milwaukee nothing. And Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Back to more Auburn baseball in regional action at Plainsman Park.
Auburn leads 5-0 before the Tigers bat in the third. Let's check the Yellowwood scoreboard in the Lincoln, Nebraska Regional, which is the region opposite Auburn. Ole Miss and Arizona State are tied at 4. That's Ole Miss and Arizona State. Tied at 4 in the bottom of the 10th. If Ole Miss wins, the Rebels are moving on to the Super Regional. They are batting with one out and runners at the corners in the bottom of the 10th inning.
If they win that, you know they're rooting for Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah.
Because they would host a Super Regional. But Auburn leads in this one 5-0 as the Tigers come to the plate in the top of the third. Bub Terrell, Ethan Bingaman, and Cade Ballou to face Sitaro Ishida. Before we get there, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network.
And there it is, Andy, on the Yellowwood scoreboard. Ole Miss has just walked off Arizona State. The Rebels win the Lincoln, Nebraska Regional.
Bub Terrell will lead off the third against Ishida. Here's the pitch. Bub shows bunt with the shift to the right side of the infield and takes ball one.
Really good idea. Do it again.
Here comes the pitch. Bub fouled it off. Had a fastball at 89 from the right-hander for Milwaukee. Tonight's third inning presented by the Vance Law Firm. At the Vance Law Firm, they say dial 3 for me. 334-333-3333.
So Ole Miss will either host Milwaukee or come to Plainsman Park.
1-1. Bub fouls it off the front of the Milwaukee dugout as he pulled that one. Well, Auburn has to make an adjustment to Ishida, who his fastball's about 88, 89. After Kunke started, he was 93, 94. A ball and 2 strikes to Bub. Stretching the pitch. Chopper to the second baseman. Charges, fields, and throws and gets Bub by a step. One down for Bingaman. Auburn's 5-run second started with an Ethan Bingaman infield single. What do they call that, Brad?
I don't know.
Okay. First pitch to Ethan. Here it is. Inside corner, it's a strike. And you have to make an adjustment just on his delivery.
Yeah. Yeah, the little hesitation at the top.
Ishida pitches. Slip step that time, and on the outside corner, strike 2 to Bingaman.
Yeah, he varies it. It's a good point. Tanner Burns used to do that.
Right.
Here, he's maybe the most notable.
0-2 the count to Bingaman. Sitaro Ishida with the pitch. Ball low. A ball and 2 strikes to the Auburn first baseman.
Also at 5'8", that's a little something that you have to get used to as well after seeing 6'3" guys all day.
1-2 pitch. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bingaman. Two balls and 2 strikes to Bingaman. Lashida, a high set and the pitch. Swing, drive, right center field. O'Connell on his horse makes the running catch just before he gets to the warning track in right center.
He got a fantastic jump on that ball. His route was over and back immediately, not just over. It was a perfect route by the Milwaukee center fielder.
Ishida has set down the first 3 men he's faced. And here's Cade Ballou. He plated the first run with a double into the right field corner back in the second. He bats with 2 outs and nobody on here in the third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball down and in at 81. Shortstop shades out the middle. Second baseman about 12 feet on the outfield grass. Now the 0-1. Out in front, 0-2. And now the third baseman will move into the shift. The shortstop Holmes stays on the left side of the infield. As Ballou tries to battle, 0-2 with 2 outs here in the third. Nobody on for Auburn. Stretch and the 0-2 pitch. High and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cade Ballou. Has absolutely taken advantage of this starting opportunity in this regional tournament. He's Auburn's leading hitter.
Average up to 261.
Lashida back on top of the hill. Pitch clock down to 3. Here's the 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Ballou. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Ballou tried to hold up. He did not. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Ishida and Milwaukee. We go to the bottom of the third. Auburn 5, Milwaukee nothing. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
Grounded on the right side. Jarvis over. He throws. It's a no-hitter. J.C. Mize with history tonight. He is mobbed by his teammates as Mize takes it through the order for the no-hitter. 6-0. Auburn wins.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment. This is your home for Auburn baseball, the Auburn Sports Network.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
We move to the bottom of the third. Tigers lead at 5-0 against Milwaukee. Ryan Hetzler has set down the first 6 men he has faced in 25 pitches. And now he will get the bottom third. Bozak, Spence, and Holmes. Five runs, 3 hits, the big blow, a 3-run blast to right by Chase Fralick back in the second inning. Again, as long as he is effective, how long can Ryan Hetzler go for Auburn tonight? He pitched 3 innings to get the save in game 1 today against UCF. He's up to 25 pitches in this outing. And he gets the number 7 hitter in Connor Bozak. Pitch. This outside and low. 1-0. Bozak batting .222, a homer, and 4 runs batted in. He is 0 for 7, but 3 runs scored on the weekend for the Panthers. The 1-0. Strike. A ball and a strike to the Milwaukee second baseman. Hetzler winds in the 1-1 pitch. A little bit up with a fastball, 2-1. Two-one pitch to Bozak. Ball 3 up and out.
These aren't missing by much.
No.
Tight zone, but a pretty consistent one from Grady Smith so far.
And now he'll have to come in to Connor Bozak on a 3-1 pitch. Here it is. Strike. He's landing that slider right now. His fastball in this at-bat to Bozak has been up a tick. Here's a 3-2 count. Wind and delivery. Swing and a miss on the fastball. 4 strikeouts tonight for Hetzler. 91 on that heater. 1 out in the third.
69 total pitches for Hetzler, and it's now 5 1/3 innings of total work with an hour plus in between.
And now one of the hottest hitters in the Milwaukee order at the plate, and Joey Spence, the catcher. Wind and the pitch to Spence. Left it upstairs. Spence's average is at .240 with 4 homers and 14 runs batted in. But look at what he's done of late for Milwaukee. 1-0. Swing and a miss. A ball and a strike. He was the MVP of the Horizon League tournament. Matter of fact, won it on a walk-off homer to send Milwaukee into the NCAA tournament. And he is 4 for 9 with 4 runs scored this weekend, and he fouls back the fastball at 1-2.
Love the way Hetzler is pitching. Didn't land the curveball for a strike on pitch number 1. Came right back to it to get a swing and a miss. He had Spence guessing wrong.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count to Spence. Hetzler the wind, and here's the pitch. Bounced it up there, 2-2. Has gone to a 3-ball count once. The previous hitter, Connor Bozak. He was 3 innings, gave up 1 hit in game 1 against UCF to get the save. Starting game 2 tonight, 2-2 pitch. Spence, right side, past Bingaman and down into the right field corner. Spence around first base on his way to second. Here comes the throw, and he is safe. It's a double, the 14th of the year for Spence. Bingaman dove, just couldn't get it. Nice job by McCrane to dig it out down that brickwork down the right side, but Spence was able to get into second base with the double. First hit of the night for Milwaukee. And his hot hitting continues. And now the number 9 hitter, Christian Holmes, the third base or the shortstop, to the plate. Pitch on the way. Fastball up. Did he hold back? He did. 1-0 the count.
Got a right-hander for Auburn starting to get loose in the pen.
Holmes 1 for 7 with a run scored and an RBI. Big right-handed hitter. And the 1-0. Fouled it out of play off the right side.
Got a little more rope to work with a 5-run lead. But we know this Milwaukee team can score runs in bunches.
Scored 13 against Auburn, 13 against UCF in their first 2 wins, the 1-1. Fly ball, shallow center. Out goes Rembert. That's going to fall for a base hit.
Ballou fell.
And Spence goes to third on the play. Runners at the corners and 1 out, and the top of the order coming up.
Saw that happen to UCF's left fielder in the first game, and it happened to Ballou there. He spun the tires in center field trying to make a break on the ball.
Runners at first and third with one out in the third, and here's Grant Ross as Everett Teaford makes his way to the mound. One down here in the bottom of the third. Runners at the corners, and the top of the order coming up for Milwaukee. Ross, the leading hitter for the Panthers coming into this game tonight. He's 5 for 8. He's scored 6 times. He's driven home 4, and he has a homer. 5-0 Auburn on top, but Milwaukee threatens here in the bottom of the third. And oh, by the way, that 5 runs that Auburn has put up, Auburn can't stop there. Everett Teaford makes his way back to the dugout. The right-hander up for Auburn is L.J. Cormier, by the way. Ross, very good runner. Tough to double up. He has runners at the corners with one out in the bottom of the third. The pitch. Chopper, third base side. It's foul. It's a Milwaukee team that has only hit into 21 double plays this season. Ross has a couple. It's a good running team. Ross, 16 stolen bases. Marion on deck with 8. O'Connell in the 3-hole with 41. Holmes leads from first. Spence from third. The pitch over the head. That one slipped a bit on Hetzler. 1-1 the count. Auburn scored 5 times in the second to chase the starter, Kunkel. Or Kunke, I'm sorry. 1-1 to Ross from Hetzler. Here it is. Strike called on a fastball. 1-2. Ryan Hetzler trying like crazy to get through this third inning.
This is 81 total pitches.
Here's the 1-2. To the left side, picked up by McCrane. He throws to first and got him. Run does score. It's a really good play by Brandon McCrane. Ranging to his right, throwing across the body. Get the speedy Grant Ross at first base for the second out. Spence scores, and it's a 5-1 Auburn lead.
If that is not a fluid motion at any point, they don't get Ross. Just a perfectly smooth field transfer throw.
2 down, and here's Mark Marion with a runner at second base. Charlie, a strikeout victim in the first inning. Hetzler works from the stretch in the pitch. Missed the outside corner, a ball and no strikes. Holmes at second with 2 down. A run home for Milwaukee here in the third. The pitch. Fouled back. Ball and a strike. Ishida, second man out, or the first man out of the bullpen tonight for Milwaukee, has done a nice job of stabilizing things for the Panthers. He set down 4 men in a row. And Milwaukee gets a run here in the bottom of the third. A runner at second base with 2 outs. Here's the stretch, a throw back to second base, and he is out at second base. Hetzler picked him off. 1-6. Inning over. A run, 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. We go to the fourth. Auburn leads at 5-1, and Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward, so listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Hey, Tiger fans, it's college baseball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Backwards K's and Bar Burners. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this postseason. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Auburn baseball games or to any other live event in Auburn, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Auburn Tiger baseball. Let's go, Tigers. SeatGeek.
Back to more of the Tigers and Panthers from Plainsman Park.
Through 3, Auburn leads Milwaukee 5-1. Tigers need a win tonight to force a Game 7 sometime tomorrow. Through 3 innings, the Tigers with 5 runs on 3 hits, a run on 2 hits for Milwaukee. 8, 9, and 1 hitters to face Satoru Ishida out of the bullpen for Milwaukee. And to take you through the middle 3, Brad Law.
Andy, thank you. Ishida has been very good. He's retired all 4 that he's faced. He's gotten to 2 strikes. Has not had a 3-ball count. He's not been in any kind of big disadvantage counts so far. The 5'8" and 160-pounder gets McCrane, Belza, and McCrane. Throughout this inning, we'll update all of the other regionals, where they stand. There are 2 other games that are in progress now. Those other 2 games are in the 9th inning. Brandon McCrane steps in, first pitch. He is at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Little Rock is trying to advance out of the Hattiesburg, Mississippi Regional. The Little Rock squad leads Jacksonville State 6-3. Last chance for the Gamecocks in the top of the 9th. 0-1, McCrane shows bunt, pulls the bat back, takes it low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Little Rock would advance to meet the winner between Florida and Troy tomorrow. Pitch way up and in, sailed on Ishida. McCrane had squared to bunt, had to bail out. 2 balls and 1 strike. Troy beat Florida earlier today, so that'll force a winner-take-all game tomorrow in the Gainesville Regional. Two and 1 to the Auburn shortstop. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt, bunts it. Right side, Ishida off the mound, gloves, throws, out. Got him by a step. Really well played by Ishida. Good idea by McCrane to get the first hit against the Milwaukee reliever. He's out by a step, though, and now Taylor Belza comes to the plate. West Virginia came from behind to beat Kentucky in Morgantown today, so it'll be a winner-take-all game tomorrow between the Mountaineers and the Wildcats. Here's Belza, and it bounces and hits him. First pitch to Belza, bounced several feet in front of the plate and then nicked his leg on the way by. So there's the first base runner allowed by Ishida. He hits the number 9 hitter. That's his 9th hit batter of the season. By the way, the winner of that West Virginia-Kentucky matchup will host Cal Poly in the Supers. Cal Poly, the 3 seed. Well, I say that they would host them. Pitch. There's a low strike call to the 6'6" Mason McCrane, 0-1. Cal Poly, the 3 seed, comes out of UCLA's regional with a win over St. Mary's today. So Cal Poly to the Supers against either West Virginia or Kentucky. 0-1 to McCrane. Off speed, high, deep. Did he get enough? Marion back, warning track. He caught it against the wall. Oh, McCrane hit it all the way to the wall. 1 more foot and it's out of here. But Marion had room up against the wall in right field for the second out. And Ishida, the pitcher, off the mound, took his hat off literally to his right fielder to thank him for the play. That's classy. Here's Eric Guevara. Sacked fly last time up for E.G. He takes a strike off the outside corner, 0-1. Guevara walked in the first, sacked fly in the second. Other regional action, Lawrence, Kansas. It's the host, Kansas, moving on. Jayhawks beat Arkansas tonight to advance. They will get either Georgia Tech or Oklahoma. Sooners with a big offensive night against the Ramblin' Wreck, so they'll play again tomorrow. 0-1. A line drive left field. Left fielder back. Horn in his tracks. Makes the catch. And it's a quick inning. Early swings and pretty good contact that inning, but to no avail. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one left on base. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning with Auburn on top, 5-1. Hetzler back out there to the mound for the Tigers. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Auburn football's Director of Player Development, Jeff Jones.
I really think the people who are special in this business actually get the concept of person first. Not football, not training, not food, not this, not that. Person first. Because the old adage, like, kids don't care what you know until they know that you care, right? So.
And yet, all those other things you talked about, he has talked about with regard to detail.
Mm-hmm. Any good educator, any good educator worth the salt understands the idea that you have to start there. And if you don't, like, what you're teaching doesn't matter. It won't soak in. It'll roll off.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn on top. Milwaukee coming to the plate in the fourth. Marion, O'Connell, and Kibler against Ryan Hetzler. Hetzler still out there at 46 pitches. He threw 37 in a 3-inning save against UCF. Couple more updates for you. Florida State and St. John's will play tomorrow in the Tallahassee Regional.
Winner take all.
Winner take all. Winner of that game gets Alabama. Crimson Tide survive Oklahoma State, so they're moving on to Supers. Texas wins its regional, beating Cal Santa Barbara tonight. Texas will get either Oregon or Oregon State. And, in fact, I think that game may have gone final. It'll be Oregon. So Texas and Oregon in Austin. First pitch, strike to Marion, 0-1.
93.
It'll be an all-SEC regional and all-Bulldog regional in Athens, super regional rather, in Athens. 0-1. Fouled back, 0-2. Georgia took care of Liberty. Mississippi State beat Louisiana. So Mississippi State heads to Athens for a super regional next
SEC,
week.
all Bulldogs.
North Carolina won its regional in Chapel Hill, beating East Carolina tonight. Here's the 0-2 to Marion. Upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. USC drilled Texas A&M 14-3 in College Station, so the Aggies and Trojans play winner-take-all tomorrow for that regional. 1-2. Bounced up there, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
L.J. Cormier has continued to warm up in the Auburn pen.
Cormier threw, I guess, just under 30 here Friday night. 2-2 to the Milwaukee right fielder, Marion. A little low, full count. 5-1, Tigers lead. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Payoff pitch from Hetzler. Fouled back. Tried to beat him with a fastball at 92 and a little up.
A little more life in that Milwaukee dugout right now.
Yep. Hetzler's got to be on fumes. What an F, just guts personified. And another 3-2 delivery. Slow rolling grounder, foul to the right. Only a few folks left in the Yeti yard. Most folks have filled in the chairback seats. Hall of Fame club pretty full. Yet another 3-2 to Marion is on the way. Called strike 3. Backdoor breaking ball. Hetzler something else. One away in the fourth. Second time he's gotten Marion looking. Listen to all things SEC, including live games in SEC this morning. Tune to SiriusXM SEC Radio, channel 374, streaming on the SiriusXM app. One out. And Dylan O'Connell, he takes a first pitch breaking ball, little low. 1-0. O'Connell flied to center his first time. The 1-0 pitch. Bounced up there, 2-0. Hetzler with 5 strikeouts this time. He struck out 5 in his save earlier. Doesn't go down as a double-digit strikeout effort, but it is a 10 strikeout day. 2-0. Strike down the middle, 2-1. Hetzler working quickly. He's ready to go. The 2-1 pitch. Let's try a fastball fouled away right side. Over on to Donahue. And it's 2-2. 11:30 on a Sunday night. Do you know where your baseball team is? 2-2 pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. McCrane long run, can't get it. Rembert can't get it either. It's into center field. Seeing eye single for Dylan O'Connell. A 1 out, 2 strike single up the middle. It's the 3rd hit of the game for Milwaukee, and it brings Kibler to the plate.
Perfectly placed by O'Connell. Over Hetzler and in between the shortstop and the second baseman into center.
Kibler struck out in the second. Left-handed hitting DH is 2 for his last 18.
Got some pop in the bat, 11 homers. A team leading 60 runs batted in.
First pitch. A little up, 1 ball, no strikes. (5-1) Auburn, bottom 4. Guevara well off the line, but even with the bag, up a little bit at third. 1-0 pitch, strike at the knees, 1-1. Fastball. He's still running it up there at 92. Hetzler has reached down for something extra for a while tonight. Throw to first, runner back. (61 pitches. After 37 against UCF. 1-1 pitch. Curve ball, strike 2.
Kibler, the DH tonight, but he's also been the starting catcher on and off this season. Back up for Spence.
Auburn goes into the shift. The 1-2 pitch to Kibler. Curve ball rocketed foul past first. That may have been I think that was the curve, and he was very early on it. So we'll do it again.
Kibler transferred to Wisconsin from Kent State. 5'8", 190 and a junior from New Berlin, Wisconsin.
Crowd behind Hetzler, the pitch. Curve ball missed away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 1 out. Got to think this is the last inning for Hetzler. He can get through it. Pitch home, runner goes, popped up. Left side, slicing away, long run, Guevara out, he's under, he makes a catch. Just across the line in left. Oh, he had to go a long way for that. Auburn was playing in the shift against Kibler, and Guevara went all the way from short to just across the left field line. A dead sprint till right at the very end when he pulled up and made the catch for the second out.
And still almost overran that ball. He was sprinting so hard to get there, he had to make one last adjustment.
And now Braden Horn.
Lined hard to right in his first at bat. 3-run homer here in the first inning on Friday.
Righty. Can Hetzler close out a colossal 4-inning start? Pitch to Horn. Strike one. Right side of the infield open. They hold the runner at first. Rembert plays near the bag.
Horn, a good hitter, batting .311 with 2 outs.
Pitch or a throw to first, and the runner's back.
I beg your pardon, he's hitting .321 with 2 outs this season.
Hits are even at 3, but where it counts, Auburn's on top 5-1. The 0-1 pitch to Horn. Nope, another throw.
Ooh.
Close.
He was, I wouldn't say he was leaning, but he was thinking about it. He was off on the pitch in which Guevara ran that foul ball down.
Last inning ended on a pickoff at second.
Big lead.
0-1. Slider fouled back, 0-2. Hetzler in the driver's seat here.
Yeah.
One more, Hetzy. Crowd comes to its feet. It's been an awesome crowd all night. Historic. Hetzler wants a new pitch call. He's got it. The 0-2 delivery. Struck him out. High heat, 94. A little extra from the tank. And Hetzler gets a swing and a miss from Horn, and this place is going bananas. Hetzler gives up a 1-out single and nothing more. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man stranded for Milwaukee. We're through 4, still 5-1 Auburn. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn baseball is brought to you by Alabama Power. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Ryan Hetzler.
Stud.
Ryan Hetzler. Certified stud. Absolutely. 4 innings. 1 run on 3 hits. We'll see. Now, let's see what the bats can do here in the top of the 5th. It's Fralick, Rembert, and Terrell trying to get to Ishida. Seven innings, 1 run, 11 strikeouts for Hetzler over 2 games, with over an hour between the games. Well, between pitches for Hetzler. Here's Fralick. Fralick hit a massive 3-run home run to cap a 5-run second inning. 5 homers in the regional. First pitch, outside and low, ball 1. 5th inning is presented by Southern Union. Move seamlessly to Auburn. Complete a bachelor's degree in select programs by taking courses at Southern Union and Auburn concurrently at Southern Union's tuition rates. 1-0 pitch is right through there. A ball and a strike to the standout Auburn catcher. Let Southern Union put you on a path to the Plains. It's 5-1 Tigers here in the top of the 5th. The 1-1 pitch. Fralick shows bunt and does, but he bunts it foul. Trying to go left side against the shift, trying to beat the shift that way. Good idea, but it was bunted foul, and now it's 1-2. All 5 of Auburn's runs, all 3 of Auburn's hits came in that second inning. We're now in the 5th. And the 1-2 pitch. Down and in, 2-2. This team has been at the ballpark since 10 or 11 this morning. It is over a 12-hour day for the players and coaches. 2-2. Swing, line drive, left field, but right at Horn. It sliced back to him. He came in about 2 steps, then stopped in his tracks, caught it for the first out. And Andy Auburn's getting good swings against Ishida. They're just not finding any grass. Pretty good hard contact. And here's Rembert. Rembert was the first man that Ishida faced. Grounded out to second. That was to end the second inning. And now,
I don't know why they turned off the 20-second clock. They did, though, because Ishida was looking into the dugout. I don't know why they did that, but they restarted it.
Yeah, he was looking at the card on his arm. I don't know. Pitch. Low, 1-0. Well, Ishida's been what they needed.
Sure has.
He stopped the bleeding. 1-0. Missed the outside corner. Might have been a drop low, too. 2 balls, no strikes. Rembert 0 for 2. He's reached on a fielder's choice and grounded to second. 6 hits on the weekend for the Auburn second baseman. The 2-0. Hit hard on a hop to the shortstop. Holmes gloves and throws for the out. More good contact, but right at a defender. 4 in a row retired by Ishida. The only base runner he's allowed was when he hit Belza on the first pitch of the at-bat. Tigers still trying to figure him out. Bub Terrell is grounded out twice. Play him to pull on the infield. Third baseman Ross even with the bag and off the line. Pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Ishida deals. Strike called. Crowd thought it was low. Count evens at 1-1, and now with 1 strike, Ross, the third baseman, moves over to second in the shift. Pitch. Terrell golfs 1 foul off to the right. And it's 1-2. Ishida about to throw his 40th pitch. Tigers had Kunke over 50 in an inning and a third. 1-2. Fouled back. Terrell hangs in there. Wind has died down. We haven't thought about rain in a couple of hours.
Thank you.
Played a major role in the most of the day. 1-2. Low on the slider. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good look by Bub. Bub is 1 for 14 this weekend.
Yeah, you know he wants to make more happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pitch home. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Terrell down on strikes, and Ishida sets the Tigers down in order in the 5th. 3 up, 3 down. Halfway home, 5-1, Auburn in front. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by Cook's Pest Control. The best defense for your home is Cook's Pest Control, the South's most trusted name in pest control since 1928, and the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers.
Well, Auburn makes a Cook's Pest Control call to the bullpen for L.J. Cormier. Freshman right-hander, 6'1", 173 from Tuscaloosa, Sipsey High School. Cormier comes on after 5 stellar innings in this game by Ryan Hetzler. 1-0 this year, a 2.79 earned run average. This will be his 20th relief appearance with a couple saves. 42 innings, 15 runs, 13 earned on 32 hits. 51 strikeouts, 12 walks, 2 homers, and opponents are hitting .204 against Cormier. Roughed up a little bit Friday night by this Milwaukee ball club. In 2 2/3 innings, he gave up 4 runs on 4 hits, had a couple strikeouts, gave up a homer. In Auburn's 13-8 loss to the Panthers on Friday. Just unbelievable outing to couple with the 3 innings that Hetzler threw to get the save in game 1 tonight. He goes 4 innings tonight, gives up a run on 3 hits with 6 strikeouts and no walks. 67 pitches, 44 for strikes.
He wanted the ball. He took the ball. He was outstanding. Just outstanding in both the save and the start. And now Hadley, the first to greet Cormier. First pitch misses up and away. John Hadley flied out against Hetzler. He's 0 for 1. Cormier off the wind, plants and deals. Check swing. Did he go? Yeah, he did, says Eddie Newsom at third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Auburn baseball brought to you in part by East Alabama Health. 1-1. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, 1-2. With their spacious cancer center, patients can make cancer a distant memory instead of a distant drive. That's why East Alabama Health is Auburn's home field advantage. Cormier trying to retire the first man he faces. The 1-2 pitch to Hadley. Curveball missed outside by a hair. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. LJ working in a hurry.
You know, the confidence level for Milwaukee's got to go up. I mean, they get Hetzler out of the game and a guy that comes in that they roughed up a little bit on Friday.
Cormier fires. Fouled back. Cormier has had just a quiet confidence all year long. Coming back a few more than 48 hours after. The right-hander deals. Called strike 3.
I think he was looking off speed.
That's exactly right. He was looking somewhere else for something else. 92 down the middle. Cormier with his first strikeout. 1 down in the 5th. Now here's Connor Bozak. 0 for 1 with a strikeout against Hetzler. Cormier out to show that it's not Friday night anymore. First pitch. Misses high, little in. 1 ball, no strikes. Bozak hitting .217 on the year. The delivery. Missed inside with a fastball, 2-0.
He's missed 2 pitches in the exact same spot.
Yeah.
A little bit in with the fastball.
Digs in off the right side of the rubber. Off the wind. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Fastball, 2-1.
Bozak was looking for home run number 2. Elevated his swing and came up empty.
Ready to go again. LJ against the righty Bozak. Off the hands. Fouled off the Milwaukee dugout. 2-2. Cormier fell behind 2-0. Now it's even at 2-2. Outfield plays the right-handed hitter to pull. Cormier's 2-2 pitch. High fly ball, well foul. Get into the chair back seats over on the left side. And oh, it's caught. Fan lost his hat, but he caught the ball.
That's all that matters.
And probably thinks he should get a bigger hand than he got.
That was a change, by the way, from Cormier.
Yeah. Nearly turned Bozak around. He was so far in front. 2-2, you could come back with a fastball. He might come right back to the changeup. Cormier's ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
He did.
He went back to the changeup.
Yeah, but a better location. Down and away.
So 2 batters, 2 strikeouts for Cormier. And now it's Joey Spence, the catcher, who doubled in the 3rd. Hetzler retired the first 7 that he faced with 4 strikeouts before Spence doubled and came around to score the only run so far for Milwaukee. He foul tips the first one into Frelick-Smith, 0-1.
92, and Bingaman takes a step back and a step closer to the line.
Not a bad idea. Auburn in the shift immediately against Spence. 0-1. Popped up left side, foul territory, that'll drift out of play. Oh. Onto the concourse. And quickly Cormier ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. Cormier has Spence at his mercy here. The freshman against the senior. Who wins the battle? Here's the pitch. Outside with a breaking ball, it's 1-2. (5-1) Auburn. Bottom of the 5th. The 1-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball outside again. 2-2. Cormier struck out Hadley and Bozak to start the inning. Now the 2-2 to the catcher Spence. Struck him out with a change. Cormier strikes out the side. Fans back to their feet. What an inning for the freshman. We're through 5. Tigers 5, Panthers 1. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn family, it's time to join the coolest club on the Plains. Aubie's Kids Club presented by Chappie's. Memberships for the upcoming school year are on sale now. Your favorite Tigers Kids Club offers 2 membership options. They give you awesome gear like an Auburn t-shirt, a men's basketball SEC Champions medal sign, and more. Throughout the year, you can check in at Auburn Athletics events to receive points, earn prizes, and you'll also get invited to special events only available through Aubie's Kids Club. Head to auburntigers.com/kids club to sign up today. War Eagle.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just non-stop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Auburn leads 5-1. Lively crowd. Folks having a great time as it nears midnight. Auburn leads 5-1. Sotaro Ishida has been really good.
Sure has.
He has thrown 42 pitches across 3 1/3 innings. His season high. Of course, he's made 3 starts. His long outing, 5 innings. He threw 97 pitches in 4 2/3 at Northwestern in late April. So he can go. And Auburn is yet to really figure him out. They don't have a hit against him. The only base runner Auburn has had in his 3 1/3 innings, he hit Belza.
And yet Auburn has hit him hard, but at people so far.
Bingaman, Ballou, and Brandon McCrane to start the 6th. First pitch, Bingaman. Downstairs, ball 1.
All right, here's one thing that Ishida has done since coming in. Even when he has missed, for the most part, he has missed down.
Yeah. The 1-0 bounced up there, 2-0. Who's up for midnight? Conecuh. Conecuh smoked sausage, a fan favorite for tailgating. You can enjoy those grilled Conecuh sausage dogs or premium hot dogs here at Plainsman Park. 2-0. Inside, 3 balls, no strikes. Conecuh, family owned, made in Evergreen, Alabama since 1947. Make Conecuh sausage part of your game day.
I had a couple long time ago today.
3-0 pitch. Nope, outside, ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Bingaman. And a good start to the 6th.
Just the second time tonight that Auburn has been able to get the leadoff man on base.
The other time?
5-run second.
Cade Ballou doubled in a run in that second inning. It was Bingham both times to get on as a leadoff man. Third baseman Ross in on the grass. Pitch to, it hit him. Hit him on the side of the foot.
He tried to get out of the way. He tried to jump and it got him anyway.
Yeah. So, second hit batter of the game for Ishida.
All right, do you think about a bunt with Brandon McCrane right here?
Sure do. He tried to bunt for a hit last time. This would not be bunting for a hit.
No.
This would be sacrificing the guys over.
Milwaukee's looking for it, but first, the pitching coach is out for the Panthers.
26 strikes, 21 balls for Ishida.
Corey Bigler, the pitching coach, assistant coach for the Panthers, is out.
Well, mission number 1, win the game. Do whatever you got to do to win this game and get to tomorrow. But if you could put some more runs on the board and get even more distance.
And get a little more into that bullpen.
Right, get a little more into their bullpen for tomorrow. And also maybe change the strategy of who you'd use behind Cormier.
Understand the right-hander Lucas Watson, a 5th-year senior from Sacramento, has been up and warming up in the pen for Milwaukee, but they will stick with Ishida right here. as Auburn contemplates whether to bunt McCrane and get those runners to second and third.
You got to try it here.
Corners come in.
McCrane has good speed. As a team, Milwaukee's committed over 70 errors on the year. McCrane squares, pulls back, takes a strike on the outside corner.
Third baseman Ross is hedging. Love for Auburn to make him field the ball, and that should assure a sacrifice if it's to get the bunt down.
The 0-1 popped up the bunt back to the screen. It's 0-2, and now he won't be bunting.
I don't think so. All right, now how does Milwaukee handle this? All right, Ross drops back at third, even with the bag. Hadley back at first, but he's also even with the bag, and Gabe Gross will come out and talk it over with the redshirt freshman shortstop for the Tigers.
Offensive timeout. Carl Nonemaker in on this too. And while they talk, it is 11:59 Central. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. And like L.J. Cormier's entrance music, we get ready to say goodbye yesterday. And hello tomorrow. Meeting is over. McCrane back in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, 2 on. Pitch. He did try to bunt. He offered at it, and he didn't get contact. So a strikeout for McCrane on a pitch that was very low, but they kept the bunt on, and he tried to make contact and couldn't do it. So there's the first out. And now Belza, the hitter.
Auburn's still looking for the first base hit against Sitaro Ishida. And they'll drop back now looking for 2 on the right side of the infield.
Well, if Belza could go the other way, punch something through that big hole on the left side, third baseman Ross still in. First pitch is low, ball 1.
They stayed with Ishida to pitch to McCrane, and they got the strikeout on the failed bunt attempt. They keep him out there to face Belza.
Belza's walked and been hit. He's scored once. Pitch in there for a strike, a breaking ball to even the count at 1-1. Mason McCrane on deck. 1 out. 1-1. Ooh, just missed.
Close.
Just missed. 2-1. Small zone, but again, Grady Smith's been pretty consistent with it. Two-1. Fouled away. Back behind the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the freshman designated hitter. Contending with this lefty in Belza. Got another lefty, McCrane, waiting on deck. Tigers lead 5-1, top of the 6th. 2 on, 1 out. Pitch. Nope, it bounced and that hit him. Yeah, sure did. It bounced and hit Belza. Second time in the game, Ishida bounced one up there and it hit Belza.
Second time in this inning.
Yeah, the first, Ballou, you got Ballou on the same type of pitch. And the bases are loaded without a hit for the top of the order. Mason McCrane gets his second look at Ishida. Mason is grounded out, walked and flied to right. He has scored a run.
The pitch clock now is reset.
There we go.
Yeah, for a minute it was off.
Golden opportunity. First pitch to McCrane. Low, ball 1.
McCrane was up back in the 4th, and he hit one to the wall. A great play out there by the right fielder, Marion, to take away extra bases.
If he hits it 2 more feet, it's out of the ballpark. Here's the 1-0. That hit him. It hit him on the side of the right foot, and a run is in. It's 6-1. Ishida has hit 3 batters in this inning, and that one brought home a run. 6-1 Tigers.
He's hit 3 batters. He's walked another.
Auburn has added a run and has the bases loaded, still without a hit in the inning. That's got to be close to it for Ishida. Here's Guevara. Down the middle, strike 1. Eric tattooed it last time, but right at the left fielder, Horn. You got some room in the gap in left center. 0-1, breaking ball way outside. A ball and a strike to the Auburn third baseman. Sacrifice fly for Guevara in the second, his 54th RBI of the season.
Second time tonight Auburn's been able to get the leadoff man on. Bingham in both times, he scored both times.
Yep. Now the 1-1 with the bases loaded. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Big breaking ball off the outside edge. Fralick on deck. One out. Righty. Ishida looks home and delivered. Way outside. Floated one, down and away. 2-2. They're between a rock and a hard place here. You got to give Guevara something to hit. No place to put him, and you got Fralick on deck. 2-2. Way outside, bounced it away, all the way to the backstop, and a run is in. It's 7-1 Auburn.
He also balked. He didn't come set. But Auburn will take the wild pitch and a run home.
Everybody moves up. Mason McCrane to second, Bells at a third, and the count now full on Guevara. And Ishida has been all over the place this inning. 2 runs in the inning. No hits. Pitch clock at 8. Payoff pitch to Guevara. Fly ball, right field, long run. Marion reaches, makes the running catch. Tagging from third is Belza. He scores, and it's 8-1 Auburn. The second sacrifice fly for Guevara in the game.
Carl Nunemaker really upset with Mason McCrane that he did not tag up and get to third on that play. But the third run to score in this inning for the Tigers.
As wild as Ishida has been, you can't rule out another wild pitch.
Well, he still didn't have he hadn't given up a hit yet.
Right. Here's Fralick. 3-run homer in the second. Pitch right through there for a strike to Chase, 0-1.
Chase tried to go the opposite way back in the 5th, but hit it right at the left fielder, Horn.
Fralick's driven in 13 runs in the regional.
My goodness.
0-1. High bouncing ball. Second baseman gloves it on the edge of the grass. And Bozak throws on for the out. And the inning is over. But Auburn, get this line. 3 runs, no hits.
No errors.
No errors. And a runner left. All right, those insurance runs look good up there. 8-1, the Auburn lead. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning when Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Strike out ants, termites, and other pests with a call to Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system keep your home safe and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. As the weather gets warmer, your spring cleaning isn't done until you call the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers, Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Tomorrow morning.
Back at Plainsman Park. Happy Monday, everyone. We got Quinn Brackeen in the Skyview studios. He's been there since about Wednesday. We got the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, to my left. He's been here since about Wednesday.
If you'd have given me a cut, I would have been. Jan wouldn't have allowed that, though.
No, probably not. We got Jacob Hillman in the booth with us. He's just always here. He turned around the highlight of Chase Fralick's home run and Andy's call of that home run in the second inning. Jacob turned that around, put it on social media in a hurry.
Thank you, Jacob.
Check out AU Sports Network on X, on all the social media channels. Bottom of the sixth inning, 9-1-2 hitters due up against LJ Cormier. Cormier struck out the side in the fifth. Right-handed hitting Holmes. Check swing. Yeah, he went. A check. Oh, they say he didn't go. Kevin Elzy says no swing. It's ball one. Cormier rocks and deals. Swing and a miss. Changeup and a beauty. Ball and a strike to the number 9 hitter, who singled and was picked off at second base. That ended the third inning. 1-1 offering. A little bit up, 2-1. Cannot say enough about this crowd. They have been unbelievable.
One of the great crowds I've ever seen at an Auburn baseball game.
No question.
A day of baseball.
2-1. Fouled straight back. Off the overhang, down the net, and to the turf. 2-2. Yeah, they were here for a 2 o'clock start. UCF game started at 5:06. There was a weather delay 13 minutes into that game.
Yes.
And another an hour later. 2-2 delivery. Fastball fought off, foul off to the right. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cormier looks to Fralick. Gets the call. 2-2 pitch. Fastball chopper to the left side. McCrane charges, gloves, throws out.
You can see the dew on the grass now, where guys have been running around, and especially in front of the mound. Every ball now that is hit on the ground, infield, outfield, it doesn't matter. Boy, you've got to make sure you have the grip on it, and McCrane did right there.
So here's Grant Ross, the leadoff man. Ross is 0 for 2, an RBI ground out and a strikeout for the right-handed hitting redshirt senior. First pitch down the middle, strike one. Just threw it right down College Street. 0-1. Another fastball, foul away, right side toward the 984 club. This is still 5,000?
Yeah. It's amazing.
They've been here at the ballpark 10 hours. Pitch home.
Oh!
Just missed the outside corner.
Come on, Grady.
Cormier thought he had it. So did 5,000 or so others. Cormier unflappable. Here is the 1-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. Set him down with a hook.
Grady was looking fastball. Or Grant was looking fastball. So was Grady.
5 up, 5 down for Cormier.
4 strikeouts for LJ. 10 tonight for Auburn pitching. The K counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1.
Marion has struck out twice. 10 strikeouts for Auburn pitching. First pitch missed a little low to Marion, 1-0. Cormier's second inning of relief. He deals. Fastball, steer right. 92. A ball and a strike to the Milwaukee right fielder. These are the Horizon League champs. 1-1. Swing and a miss.
They've won 10 in a row coming into tonight, and they dominated Auburn and UCF in the first 2 games of this tournament.
1-2. Cormier in the rocker. He delivers. Struck him out. Swinging. Holy cow. Listen to this place erupt. Cormier puts down Milwaukee in order again. We're through 6. It's 8-1 Auburn, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
Stretch. Pitch driven deep right field. That ball is back. That ball is gone. It's a home run. It's a walk-off home run for Stephen Williams. A long, long, deep home run to right field by Stephen Williams on an 0-2 pitch.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment. This is your home for Auburn baseball, the Auburn Sports Network.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
The third pitcher of the game for Milwaukee is number 55, Lucas Watson. He's a fifth-year player out of Sacramento, California. 6'2", 180-pound, fifth-year right-hander. Lucas Watson, 0-1 in 20 appearances. 17 innings, 26 hits, and 18 walks. 24 runs allowed. He struck out 19. He's given up two triples and 4 home runs. Teams are batting .342 against Lucas Watson, 0-1 with an 11.12 ERA. Ishida out of the ballgame. He didn't give up a hit. He did give up 3 runs, though. He hit 4 batters.
Yeah, that's the big key.
And walked 1 and threw a wild pitch. He threw 65 pitches, 36 strikes. Ishida out. Watson in. We go to the 7th. Once again, the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
Watson will get Rembert, Terrell, and Bingaman in the Auburn 7th. Tigers have scored 8 runs on 3 hits. Chris Rembert on the night. A ground out to second and a ground out to second. Just his 3rd at bat. The righty, Watson, stretches and pitches. Rembert bunts it. Third base side. Put it in your back pocket. Base hit.
Beautiful. Can't do it any better than that. About 20 feet up the third base line.
And a leadoff single when Auburn has gotten the leadoff man on base. Has put that leadoff man on base tonight. They've done it in 2 innings prior. The 2nd and the 6th. They've scored all 8 of their runs then. Now a leadoff single for Rembert here in the 7th. And here's Bub. Watson the stretch and the pitch. Bub takes it high for ball 1. Hey, whether you're planting a tree or tackling a backyard project or a front yard project, don't risk a penalty. Contact Alabama 811 before you dig. Get your underground utilities marked for free. 1-0 pitch to Bub Terrell. Here it is. Strike called on the inside corner. Visit AL811.com or call 811. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Ball and a strike to Bub. He is 0 for 7 in these two games. The pitch to him. He hits it off the end of the bat, foul. Auburn beat UCF 9-3 in the first elimination game of the day for Auburn. In the second game for Auburn, the Tigers lead at 8-1, trying to force a winner-take-all Game 7 tomorrow. Well, no, later today. 1-2. Bub just got a piece of one that was burrowing down. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes to Bub Terrell, whose average has dipped under the 300 mark. He's at 288. Stretch. Now the 1-2. Strike 3 called underneath the hands.
Good pitch. Just a frustrating day for Bub.
1 down, and here's Bingaman. Single to lead off the second and scored. Fly to center in the third. Led off the sixth with a walk, and was one of Auburn's 3 to come home and score. Rembert gets his lead at first. And the pitch to Bingaman from Watson is on the way. Low and away. A ball and no strikes. Watson, the third pitcher of the day. Camden Kunke, the starter, the closer. But the starter went 1 2/3 innings, gave up 5 runs on 3 hits. Ishida, 4 1/3 innings, 3 runs, no hits. Throw to first, runner back.
Little Rock did defeat Jack State 6-3, so Little Rock, the 4 seed in the Hattiesburg Regional, advances.
1-0. Bingaman swings and misses. It was a mighty cut, and he came up empty. 1-1. That's a great year for Jacksonville State. I know it ends in a disappointing fashion, but they won their regular season and conference tournament championship and make it to the championship of the regional. 1-1. Bingaman off the end of the bat, up the right side, out of play.
Another in-state team plays a winner-take-all game tomorrow for the right to face Little Rock and host Little Rock in a super regional. Troy beat Florida 16-11 tonight in Gainesville to force that winner-take-all game tomorrow.
A ball and 2 strikes to Bingaman. Rembert leads from first. Stretch in the pitch. It misses low. It bounces away. Rembert's going to go to second. The throw down. Safe.
Snuck the left hand in there.
And at least the middle infielders would like a challenge on the play. I'm not sure it's going to happen. Nope, it won't.
Nope. Now they were waved off by their dugout.
Things stay the way they are. There's going to be a Game 7 sometime today. Got to get there first.
Yep.
2-2 to Bingaman. Rembert in scoring position for Auburn. There's the pitch. Upstairs, foul tip into the glove of the catcher. It's a strikeout.
Yep. Tough break.
2 down, and it's up to Cade Ballou.
A note about that Florida team, when we saw them in Gainesville, they used a lot of the same pitchers Game 3 that they had in Game 1. They didn't have a very deep bullpen. That's a winnable game for Troy tomorrow in Gainesville, because I'm not sure how much pitching Florida will have.
Here's Cade Ballou with 2 outs. The pitch to Cade to the shortstop, right up the middle. That's where he was played. He throws to first, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit for Auburn, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time at Plainsman Park as Auburn goes to defense. Tigers lead Milwaukee by a score of 8-1, and Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regents.com/GoTigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
This game recap is presented by Regions Bank. Regions is a proud partner of Auburn University and the official bank of the SEC.
Auburn scored 5 times in the top of the second. The big blow, a 3-run homer to right by Chase Fralick. Tigers got 3 more runs in the 6th on a walk and 3 hit batters. Ryan Hetzler was magnificent for the Tigers as he got the save in game 1 today, and with the first 4 innings giving up a run on 2 hits in game 2. It's been L.J. Cormier since then. And Milwaukee comes to the plate in the bottom of the 7th. Auburn leads it 8-1 on a truly memorable day of baseball at Plainsman Park.
Hope it's okay to say this. You've called a ton of games. You said after that first game, that's just one of the most enjoyable games to broadcast.
First pitch of the inning as a strike to Dylan O'Connell. It was because of the way Auburn played in that game, the way the crowd hung with it during the rain delays. 0-1, O'Connell swings and misses. It was just, what a joy to be able to be at this ballpark and call these 2 games today, and hoping that later today we get to call a game 7. 0-2 pitch to O'Connell. It misses low. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. O'Connell, Kibler, and Horn in the inning.
Spectacular pitching performances from Petrovic and Hetzler.
Yes.
And Cormier has started 6 up, 6 down.
1-2 pitch. Swing, and that's a swing. He was hit by the pitch, but it's a swing, and he's out. Yep, he swung the bat. It hit him, so it's a dead ball, and it's a strikeout. Sure was.
And he's explaining it now. The home plate umpire, Grady Smith, explaining it to O'Connell. And now he's going to have to explain it to the head coach.
He was hit by the pitch, but he swung. He was in a more maybe defensive, trying to get out of the way. But the ball is dead when it hits him, but he swung. Strikeout. 6th of the night for Cormier. And hasn't he turned things around from his performance on Friday?
Well, showing that Friday was the anomaly.
Yeah, there's no question it's a swing. It hit him, but it's a swing. And that supersedes being hit.
Right. That's.
And the head coach,
he knows the rule.
Sean Wegner is.
They're going to challenge it.
The ruling on the field is the batter was hit by the pitch and swung. Wisconsin-Milwaukee is challenging that ruling. The play is under further review.
What are they challenging? That he didn't swing?
What the heck? Why not? Hey, Auburn baseball brought to you in part by Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. Wind Creek Casino, find your winning moment. Auburn looking for a winning moment. Not once, but twice.
We think Milwaukee is arguing that it was a foul ball.
I see. Okay.
But, no, it clearly hits him on the
him
right
on the
finger.
Yeah.
Right pointer finger.
That's a painful strikeout.
Yes.
Literally for Dylan O'Connell.
Yeah.
Now you watch him, I mean he shows that he was hit.
Yeah.
And there's no question it's a swing. It's a break for Auburn, frankly.
That's right.
But they are talking with the folks in Pittsburgh who are probably ready for this game to be over as well. They've been in that room for a long time today.
Yeah.
And yesterday. Yeah. Watch the reaction of the hitter.
Oh yeah, he's in pain immediately.
Yeah.
Well, you can't, again, don't blame Milwaukee for
why not
asking for this review.
Sure.
7th inning, down 7, trying to do anything to maybe even, you know what, even just to delay and break up Cormier's rhythm a little bit.
12:27 in the morning, Central Time.
After further review, the call of hit by pitch is confirmed. The batter is out. Wisconsin-Milwaukee has one challenge remaining.
A little extra emphasis behind Grady Smith's delivery there. It's confirmed.
1 out. Here's Dominic Kibler. 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out in the 2nd and fouled out on a great running catch by Eric Guevara in the 4th. Auburn starters tonight, Auburn's pitchers tonight, have struck out 12. Matter of fact, Cormier has struck out 6 of the 7 batters he's faced. Misses the outside corner there to Kibler. Here's the 1-0. Kibler takes a strike. If this holds up, we're back with you later today for Game 7 of the Auburn Regional. A winner-take-all battle.
You have our permission to listen to baseball while you're at work, if it's during the day.
1-1. Kibler swings and misses.
Man.
I'm grateful that our work will allow us to be here to call that one, hopefully.
Yeah.
How about that? 1-2 pitch to Kibler. Ooh, just missed the inside corner. Auburn thought it had a strikeout. Yeah. Fralick was ready to throw that one down to the first baseman.
Yeah, he popped up ready to throw.
2-2 to Dominic Kibler. Batting .308 this year. 11 homers and 60 RBI. Pitch, swing, looper into left. Here comes Bub Terrell. Slides, and he made the catch. Oh, Bub. Got a great jump on that one. Came in, slid, and made the catch, and that's our defensive play of the game. Presented by Cook's Pest Control. Best defense for your home is Cook's Pest Control, the South's most trusted name in pest control since 1928, and the official pest control provider of the Auburn Tigers.
How about a guy not letting offensive struggles affect his defense?
Yeah.
That was a dead sprint and a perfectly timed slide.
There's Braden Horn, 0 for 2 on the day. The pitch, he swings and lines it into left, and that will fall in front of Bub. Couple hops to him. Horn is aboard with a 2-out single.
Cormier had retired 8 in a row. Hetzler retired 7 in a row to start his outing.
A 2-out single for Horn. He's aboard. That brings John Hadley to the plate.
The hits in this game are even at 4.
Hadley now a second time to face Cormier. Cormier came on in the 5th and struck out the side. Kind of put a stamp on this ball game back in the 5th inning, didn't he? Horn at first, 5 stolen bases on the year. He's there with 2 outs. Pitch to Hadley. Swing, or he took it for a strike.
Cormier sitting at 6 strikeouts. That ties his season/career high.
Hadley, 6'3", 190, out of Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, Sun Prairie East High School. The pitch out in front of the change. Well, you know what? That isn't the change. That's the fastball. He was still in front of it as it was diving down. Shift is on to the right side of the infield. The next strikeout for Cormier would reset a career high. He shakes off the sign, gets the one he wants. Comes set. The 1-2 pitch to Hadley. High fly ball to right. Not deep enough. Back, McCrane. Shy of the warning track, makes the catch. Inning comes to a close. Boy, when that left the bat, I had a little bit of concern. But it made it to the edge of the warning track, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, no errors, a man left. We're through 7. Auburn 8. Milwaukee 1, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Looking for a street-legal golf car? Diamond Golf Cars has the largest selection in the state, and the Auburn store is right off O'Blacker Road, closer than you think. With locations in Auburn, Birmingham, and Huntsville, they've been raising the bar since 2012 in golf car sales and service. Need a tune-up? Diamond Golf Cars is full service for all your golf car needs, and they offer pickup and delivery. Carrying brands such as E-Z-GO, Club Car, Yamaha, and much more. Visit DiamondGolfCars.com today and drive different. Drive Diamond.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Pepper Tree pitching change for Milwaukee. It is a right-hander, number 23, Tristan Arnold. 6'1", 170-pound redshirt sophomore right-hander out of Mukwanago, Wisconsin.
That's a great try on both of those, Brad.
Tristan Arnold, 1-3 in a dozen appearances. He does have a save, 3 starts, 12 total outings, 1-3 with an ERA of 13.5. He's given up 30 hits in 15 1/3 innings. 26 runs, 23 earned, 15 walks, 10 strikeouts. A double, a triple, 2 home runs allowed, and teams have batted .405 against Tristan Arnold. Watson win an inning. Gave up a hit, struck out 2, only threw 12 pitches. And I think Auburn gets the last 6 outs that it needs here. You could very well see Lucas Watson tomorrow. That's why they pull him after an inning.
I finally see the drone. It's out there beyond the foul pole and right above the Donnie out there. First time I've been able to spot that thing.
There you go. Yeah, okay.
Brandon McCrane will lead it off and takes the first pitch. It's a strike at 97. Is that 90 or 87?
87.
1-0 the count, or 0-1 the count to McCrane, who's 0 for 3 tonight and this morning. The pitch. Drops low, a ball and a strike. 8-1, Auburn leads it. We're in the top of the 8th. McCrane, Belza, and McCrane. There's a swing on a looper in the left field. That is caught by the shortstop Holmes. Good range there to make the out.
Yeah, I didn't think that he was going to be able to get there. He covered a lot of ground quickly.
One down, and brings Belza to the plate. Belza is over in this game. Has been walked and scored, hit by a pitch, and then hit by a pitch again and scored. Eight runs on 4 hits. Auburn scored its last 3 runs in the 6th inning thanks to a walk and 3 hit batters. Did not have a base hit in that inning. Wind and pitch. Misses low to Belza. Here's the 1-0. Taylor takes it low. 2 balls and no strikes to the Auburn DH. His average sitting at 240. It was 240 when this game started last night. Pitch. Chopper to the shortstop, Holmes. Fields and throws to first, low and out, 2 outs.
Had a little trouble getting that out of his glove, but he managed.
And it will bring Mason McCrane to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on here in the 8th. Auburn is 6 outs away from forcing a Game 7 later today. Mason McCrane will bat with 2 outs here in the 8th. Tigers lead 8-1. Stretch and pitch. Down the middle for strike one. McCrane has grounded out, walked and scored, flied to right, and was hit by a pitch back in the 6th inning. Pitch on the way. Misses low. That fly out to right field in the 4th. A great play out there by Marion to take away extra bases and to run for Auburn. He almost hit it out of the ballpark. Marion caught it up against the wall out there in right. Here's the 1-1. Inside, 2 balls and a strike.
About 2 hours ago, Chris on X posted at both of us. Says, listing as a takeoff on a red eye for Fort Lauderdale. What if Chris made it? What if he's there already?
I hope so. 2-1. Outside, ball 3.
I don't know where he was flying from.
Good point.
Start to see some fog
yep.
moving across the lights at 12:38 a.m.
3 balls and a strike to count the pitch. McCrane out in front. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Like we're on the moor in Scotland or something like that.
Yeah.
Full count now to McCrane. Winding the pitch. Pops it up into left. Horn to his left, a couple steps. And Auburn is retired in order in the 8th. We go to the bottom half of the inning. Tigers lead the Panthers 8-1. And Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit. But we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started. To make sure everyone's ready for school. For midday dance breaks and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Back to more Auburn baseball in regional action at Plainsman Park.
6 outs to get for Auburn to force a Game 7 later today against Milwaukee. L.J. Cormier back to work. He's been terrific. Since coming in the 5th, he's given up 1 base runner. It was a 2-out single in the 7th. Has struck out 6 in his 2nd appearance against Milwaukee. And Tate Schmidt will lead off the 8th and pinch hit for Milwaukee. Spence and Holmes to follow, the bottom third of the order.
I'm looking out over the crowd. Just forgive me, it's 12:41. They got 2 kids with their shirts off.
Tarps off, baby.
Yep. And then you got a guy throwing popcorn 2 rows behind him to anybody with an open mouth.
Right.
This is fantastic.
Fun at the old ballpark.
This is fantastic.
Schmidt batting .255 this season, a homer, 13 runs batted in. Playing in his 41st game, his 48th game, he's made 40 starts. Winding the pitch to Schmidt. Ground ball to the right side, Rembert. Fields and throws, 1 pitch and 1 out.
Schmidt didn't waste any time. Good quick out.
1 down. And here is the catcher, Spence. Joey doubled in his first at bat in the 3rd, doubled just inside the first base bag and scored Milwaukee's lone run. And Auburn puts the shift on the right side of the infield and shifts the outfield around to the right side as well. As the first pitch to Spence misses inside. He struck out in the 5th. This is just his 3rd at bat of the night and morning. 1-0. Swing and a miss out in front. A ball and a strike to Spence. 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 8th for Milwaukee. 1-1 pitch. Strike called on the outside edge. Gosh. The ball and 2 strikes to the left-handed hitting catcher. Here's the pitch. Up and out of play off the left side.
This is L.J. Cormier. This is who we've seen all year long.
1-2 pitch. High and away. Who would Auburn throw later today in the game, winner take all game 7? 2-2 pitch to Spence. Strike 3 call. Snapped it off. 2 outs.
Buddy, that old Alabama hammer, the curveball, magnificent.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count. On the 2-2 pitch, and now Christian Holmes to the plate. That is strikeout number 7 for Cormier. 13 for Auburn in this game.
New career high for Cormier.
And Holmes bats with 2 outs. Pitch to him. Swing and a miss and a fastball at 91. The wind in the 0-1. Here it is. Fouled back, left it up just a bit.
Hung the changeup out to dry there, but Holmes was under it.
It was high enough.
Look at this.
Everybody to their feet. Well, almost everybody.
Unbelievable.
At 12:44 in the morning. 0-2 from Cormier to Holmes. On the way. Ground ball foul. Down into the corner. At this point, and Auburn's 4 outs away from this, we have not heard any speculation on a time for Game 7 today. Hopefully we have it by the time we go off the air. 0-2. Holmes swings and misses. 8 Ks, a new career high for L.J. Cormier. 3 up, 3 down in the 8th. We go to the 9th. Auburn 8, Milwaukee 1, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey Tiger fans, it's college baseball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Backwards K's and Barn Burners. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this postseason. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Auburn baseball games or to any other live event in Auburn, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Auburn Tiger baseball. Let's go Tigers, SeatGeek.
Tigers will send the 2, 3, and 4 hitters to the plate in the top of the 9th. Auburn leads Milwaukee 8-1.
Tristan Ellis comes into the game at second. Bozak was pinch hit for in the last half inning. And it's not Schmidt who hit for him. Instead, it's number 4, Tristan Ellis, to play second base.
Guevara, Freilich, and Rembert here in the 9th. Auburn trying to force a Game 7 winner-take-all later today. Eric Guevara will lead it off. A couple of sacrifice flies and 2 runs batted in.
Seeing some conversation on social media about potential game times tomorrow, some slots.
Guevara to left, deep, center fielder back at the track, makes the catch just to the right of the Coca-Cola sign for the first down.
My goodness. Second ball that Auburn has hit all the way to the wall. So it looks like some Central Time slots, 11 a.m., 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and 8 p.m. We know Georgia Tech and Oklahoma will be 2 o'clock. 5 o'clock we'll have Troy against Florida and Kentucky against West Virginia. But there could be up to, I guess, between 6 and 8 games that are played tomorrow.
Chase Freilich bats with 1 out, nobody on for Auburn. Pitch on the way. Strike call.
That 11 a.m. game slot would make the least amount of sense. You finish that sentence yourself.
0-1. Outside. Chase came to the plate in the second. Auburn led 2-0, and he launched a home run of well over 400 feet to give Auburn a 5-0 lead. That lead has grown to 8-1 now. Swing, base hit down the right field line into the corner. Freilich around first base for second. The throw comes in, slides in with a double. 18th double for Freilich. He just continues to hit the ball hard.
He's white hot.
His second base hit of this game. His first this morning. And here's Rembert. Tigers lead 8-1, looking to add an insurance run or 2 here in the top of the 9th. Arnold, the stretch. Here's the pitch. Rembert swings and misses. Ball to the warning track in left by Guevara. A double into the right field corner by Freilich. And now 0-1 the count to Rembert. Stretch in the pitch. Floats in for strike 2. Looking to the 9th for the bottom of the 9th for Milwaukee. Top of the order, Ross, Marion, and O'Connell, the scheduled 3. Stretch. 0-2 pitch to Chris. Missed the outside corner, maybe a little bit down. A ball and 2 strikes.
No reason to think Cormier can't finish it out, which means that you go into tomorrow Sanders, Marciano, Kulik, Chancellor.
Here's the 1-2. Rembert drives it into center, not deep. O'Connell is in, makes the catch. Freilich bluffs, but does not go from second. And there's 2 outs. And now here's Bub.
I am in awe of this crowd. There's a different energy with Bub. They're so behind him, wanting to see him get the first hit of the day.
Made our defensive play of the game with that sliding catch on a dying liner out there in the last inning.
These folks have been here almost 12 hours today. They haven't given up an inning.
Stretch in the pitch. Bub takes a strike.
Our good friend Chuck Galena tells us TV's talking a whole lot about it too. How impressive this crowd is and has been all day.
0-1 the count, the pitch. Bub swings and misses. Well, folks talk about what it's like to play night games over at Jordan-Hare Stadium, what Neville Arena has become. Add Jordan-Hare Stadium to that list. Or add, Plainsman Park to that list.
Now, this can be a benchmark kind of day.
Yep. 0-2 to Bub. Freilich at second, the pitch. Bub lifts one up and out of play off the left side. As tough as it's been for Bub at the plate this weekend, he has been exemplary in left. And hopefully there's one more game left in this regional. And more. 0-2. Just missed low. Ball and 2 strikes to the Auburn left fielder, Demarion Bub Terrell. I believe his grandfather gave him the nickname Bub.
At a really young age,
Yes.
right? And it just stuck.
Yes. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the inning's over. No runs, a hit, no errors, a man left. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 3 more outs before Auburn and Milwaukee get ready for a Game 7. Winner take all. Auburn 8, Milwaukee 1. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Back to more of the Tigers and Panthers from Plainsman Park.
As we approach 1 o'clock Central Time, a.m., we go to the bottom half of the 9th as Auburn is getting ready to try and conclude its second elimination day or elimination game of the day, and its third of the tournament. Grant Ross will lead it off. Charlie Marion will bat second. Dylan O'Connell third against L.J. Cormier, who has been magnificent tonight. He came in the 5th, has given up 1 base hit, has struck out a career-high 8 after he was roughed up a bit in that Friday loss to this same Milwaukee ball club. Ross is 0 for 3 in this game. He was 0 for 2 against Hetzler, and he's 0 for 1 against Cormier. The pitch, popped it up. Shallow left. McCrane is out, calls everybody off. 1 pitch, 1 out. One down for Charlie Marion. An 0 for 3 night for Marion with 3 strikeouts. Twice against Hetzler, another against Cormier. LJ, the wind and the pitch. Popped him up, right side. Out goes Rembert. In comes McCrane. Oh, the center fielder, Ballou, is there to make the catch. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Cormier right now at 57 pitches, and this magnificent Auburn family comes to its feet. This long night and morning of baseball could be coming to a close as we get ready for a Game 7, a winner take all. 2 outs, nobody on for Dylan O'Connell. First pitch, strike. O'Connell with a single in the 4th. 1-4-3. Pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. McCrane charges, fields, throws. That's a winner for Auburn. That's a winner for Auburn. And the Tigers and Milwaukee will play a Game 7 today to move on to the Super Regional. A 4-pitch 9th for Cormier. He was outstanding. following a wonderful start by Hetzler. And we go to a Game 7 now. Auburn and Milwaukee. The Tigers win it. A game that started last night and extends to this morning. Auburn 8, Milwaukee 1. Stay tuned. The Regions Bank postgame show is next. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit. But we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started. To make sure everyone's ready for school. For midday dance breaks and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Auburn Associate Head Baseball Coach Carl Nonemaker.
Chris Finwood was here in 2005, and then he left to take the coaching job at Western Kentucky. I stayed, and Butch came in and replaced Chris Finwood in the summer of 2005. And then fast forward to 2011, Finney called from Old Dominion when he got the job there, and I went there with him. And then in 2017, 10 years after leaving Auburn in 2007, Butch called. That's been amazing how that first stop at Auburn led to those relationships that have been not only beneficial for me, but just great people, mentors, people that are still in your life today.
Give me a
New
test if you
episodes
can,
of the
Brad.
Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Test.
Subscribe
test.
to the Talking
Good.
Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
Strike out ants, termites, and other pests with a call to Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system keep your home safe and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. As the weather gets warmer, your spring cleaning isn't done until you call the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers, Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here